Welcome to another John Haswell video from Dunstanburgh. That's me on the doing B-roll. Lovely light. We are over at Northumberland, taking in some of the scenes of a wonderful mystery place. Dates back to long before Roman times, when the farmers and the fishermen once battled over pieces of fish the size of my little finger. On the south side today, we've got the light straight on the castle. Good morning and welcome to another John Haswell photography vlog. That was shit.
Wait a minute! No, it's not his video, it's my video. Good morning, guys. So I'm here with Manny, as you've obviously seen. So he's come up Northumberland, only for the landscape, not to see me at all. So he's come up Northumberland, and I decided this morning, the tide was out, the sun was harsh, so maybe the best location would be the beautiful Crasta Bay, with Dunstanburgh Castle facing north. Now generally everybody, almost everybody shoots Dunstanburgh. They stand to the north and they shoot out to the south to get the beautiful sunrise. But we had a bit of drink last night. I mean, I'll be honest, I could probably strip a car with my breath right now. Had a bit of whiskey, so yeah. So we missed the sunrise. We knew we were going to miss it. We knew we'd miss the sunrise. So we've come. The lights behind us. It was beautiful this morning, but it's quite harsh now, which is perfect for Dunstanburgh Castle. Get the light on there. We're walking up. We're going to get a bit of seascape. It's going to be nice. I don't even know if I'm all in focus right now. I focus for Manny. I should have focused for myself. So I guess I should tell you, photography-wise, what I'm going for. The sun is obviously up right now, so I'm shooting handheld, and the reason for that is because the sun's up and it's quite bright. There's no reason for me to get the tripod out unless I go to the water and I'm going to get a long exposure. I'm getting sharp enough shots using handheld, getting a really fast shutter speed, ISO 400, which is nothing for the camera, and I'm just working the rocks. We're down on the rocks now, and there's some amazing lines and cracks and everything just leading up, leading out. Just it's so good. It's so good. So basically, I'm going for a lot of shots with the castle in the background. I'm using around f13, and I'm hoping that will get sufficient focus throughout. I'm not focus stacking, and I'm not looking for perfection throughout. I don't know if you've started listening to it or watching it yet, but there's a very, very good podcast, not by those three Irish guys. That is a very excellent podcast as well, but there's a very good podcast by Gary Goth, Paul Johnson and Adam Carnash, First Man Photography. And if you like those guys, honestly, photo nerds, Google it, podcast, excellent. They've done 2 episodes already. So in the last podcast, Gary talked about focus stacking, and he mentioned how like 10-15 years ago it just wasn't available, it wasn't an option. So we never saw focus stacking, and it wasn't an issue. Now I haven't yet focus stacked, and that's just pure laziness, or just didn't feel a need, and I don't feel a need. You don't need 100% sharpness throughout. As you might have saw in my last episode where I shot with a £1 Holga lens, there's a romance in photography. It doesn't have to be technically perfect. There's just get the art, get the romance, and leave from there. Well anyway, enough of me babbling. As I said, photography wise, shooting the rocks, the castle in the background, hopefully you can see it somewhere there. It's a beautiful day, harsh light. It's harsh light. I mean, I would have liked it softer light, maybe a bit overcast, but we're getting good light on the castle anyway, and I think we're getting some good images. So let's look at a few more of them now anyway. So I've just nearly slipped right over, and I'm hoping Mally got it on his camera because he was recording at the time. So let's just have a little moment. I just wanted to sit down, have a breather. I'm really struggling today for obvious reasons. Mally's up, you know, he's a lovely family, stayed up in the mother-in-law's cottage at the moment. They stayed up for the week and started again. So I'm just going to take this bag off my back, have a little breather. I'll be honest with you, and as you probably realise, I'm not feeling it today. We had a bit of alcohol last night. I obviously had the most. Just can't stop myself. But we're out today, we've got out. I'm going to go home, have some paracetamol, and I just want to sit down. So as you might know if you watch my videos, I like to promote other channels, and I like to recommend other people. And I guess today the obvious choice for someone to recommend would be Mally. But I'm not going to recommend him. And the reason is, I've recommended him so much in the past. You know I love Mally's videos, and you know I think he's an absolute fantastic person. So this week instead, I'm going to recommend another seascape photographer and vlogger. Now he's from Ireland, and his name's Darren Spoonley. So please go and check him out. I'll put a link this side, and I'll also put a link down below. He's a friend of both myself and Mally, and his vlogs are great, and he's a really fantastic photographer. So if you like seascape photography, which I imagine if you're watching my videos you probably do, a perfect person to go and see and go and watch with Darren Spoonley. As I say, his videos are mainly set in Ireland. He did do a recent America trip, great videos as well. So go check him out, absolutely great.
Here is going to go an orange colour. Oh Jesus, it's warm.
So while I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, what's left for the day? Now, we have a number of options. The tide's coming in and the waves are crashing against the rocks, so we could go there and do some long exposures, or we could even do some detail of the wave shots, because it's not rough, but it has got a nice bit of detail, a nice bit of foam, the white and the contrast against it. So that's a possibility. We're going to walk close to the castle. But I don't think we're going to get too close, mainly because once you get in the castle, it's a more detailed shot of the ruins itself, which is absolutely fantastic. But also, I want to go home and get some breakfast. So I think maybe go down here, get some shots that way, and then go back, call it a day.
She wanders along the trail down to the river, but will she dare to set sail?
We went up to Simonside Hills last night. The light was absolutely amazing. We were looking out the window and I was like, Mally, we're going to have to go. Let's just get in the car and go. When we got to Simonside, it went behind a cloud. It was like the second we got out of the car, the amazing light disappeared. As it always does, you know, us photographers, we chase the light, we get where we want to go, and it's gone. So we got some okay images, and I think it was more of a scouting trip for me because I went further down and side by side than I normally do and got some rock formations. But I mean, Mally, I hope, obviously he hasn't been there, so I hope he got some good images as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show some of my images now, and I'll also ask Mally if he got some good images. I'll show those now as well. Enjoy.